I wanted to take a little peek at this before we delve a little bit further into this, because I've noticed this personally with my account, or even with like the Son Industrial Complex or the Denims Industrial Complex on YouTube. It doesn't even matter what the context of the video is. It doesn't even matter what's in it. They just get super hate brigaded. Like, it's obscene. And all the right-wing commentary channels just get promoted to fuck. And so I've known, and I think a lot of other people have known about the pipeline still existing, and they've never bothered to like fix it. They've just moved it from like the Nazi pipeline to like the Slop tube right-winger pipeline. As someone who started a Denims Clips channel, yes, yes, yes. So I wanted to watch this because I saw like the research. There was like a research paper on this, but I didn't see this guy's video, and I kind of wanted to watch it with you guys.
For now, let's start getting things set up. All right, so we're gonna make a brand new Google account. We're gonna do Jane Doe. Do September 11th, 2001. Rather not say. The fun part about doing this with shorts is all I have to do is just click on this shorts tab right here, and we're straight in it. I don't have to search for anything. I don't have to like figure out where to start this experiment, because it's just gonna put me straight into a short. And then I'm gonna be in that short and see how long it takes for YouTube to suggest right-leaning shorts.
The only channels I've ever explicitly clicked don't recommend this channel for is Destiny videos, and I still get recommended his videos. Excellent.
Bon voyage. Here we go.
Alphabet, Glinda. Alphabet, Glinda. I'm a witch and I'm a witch.
Oh my God. I'm so not TikTok brain.
Which is which? Well, here's the thing.
Okay. All right. You may have
Phenomenal
already
start.
seen the video, but a few months ago, I conducted
Yeah,
an
I agree with you, Crow.
experiment where I made a brand new YouTube account, enabled incognito mode.
That's not my kind of brain rot. See, the problem why I've never been able to get into TikTok is because I've never been able to get into the TikToks that are like this. Well, hold. I'm going to show you guys something incredible and amazing in every single way. Hold. Here we go. My TikTok feed always looks like what he just showed, but I want my TikTok feed to look like this.
Who doesn't like McDonald's fish fillets? Everybody, this is what the water looks like right now. Ooh. Join the live and see what the water looks like with you, gentlemen. We're gonna go live with the same water right here that you see right now. I'm just throwing fish fillets in there. We're gonna see how thick it is. Join the live and see how many fish fillets we have in there, and join the live and see how thick the water is. Who doesn't like a little twin mustard action?
Join the live and see how thick the water is.
Everybody, this is what the water looks like. Join the live and see what the water looks like when you come in. Who doesn't like a little fry sauce? Everybody, this is what the water looks like. Join the live and see what the water looks like when you come in. Who doesn't like a little sweet baby Ray's honey barbecue? You guys, this is what the water looks like.
This is what the water looks like.
Join the live and see what the water looks like when you come in. Who doesn't like a little mayo?
What the fuck is this? 100% a renter. Join the live to see what the water looks like. This actually pisses me off. That's okay. We can go back to watching like Glinda.
We'll get back to that in a minute. And auto-played long-form YouTube videos indefinitely to see if the algorithm eventually fed me far-right content. Now, I'm not gonna spoil the results from that video because you should definitely go watch it after this one. However, a lot of you in the comments pointed out some flaws with my methodology that I will be addressing and fixing for this go around with the YouTube Shorts. So here are the guidelines and changes I've made for this experiment. First things first, I will be using a VPN to hide my IP address. And on top of that, I'm using a private browser called Brave. None of these are sponsors, by the way. It was honestly a perfect opportunity for them to be, but they didn't respond to my emails. So this video is not sponsored. But if you like this shirt that I'm wearing, and you want to go pick one up for yourself and support the channel at the same time, you can go to the store linked down below in the description. My dad helped me design these. He's an artist, and I think they look really cool, so I hope you like them too. Thank you so much for checking them out. All right, where were we? Oh yeah, a lot of you also pointed out that by not watching the videos in their entirety, I was influencing the algorithm via watch time. So today I'm gonna be watching the whole short all the way through before scrolling on to the next one.
No, please.
Thank God they're not longer than a minute, or this video would probably take until the 2028 presidential election. Oh, what's that? They can be up to 3 minutes now? Awesome. God, I should have done this months ago. I will also be taping up my camera and my microphone on my computer, and I also want to make sure that I'm not muting any of the shorts while watching them. All of this could influence the algorithm, so I'm going to take all of the precautions. I'm not messing around this time. Also, if you see me looking down writing something, it's me tallying and keeping count of which short we're on. What is this music over Sully? The best plane movie. What's your favorite plane movie?
Oh my God. Does anyone else have the problem with YouTube shorts or TikToks where like you see that it's like 4 minutes long or 3 minutes long and you're like, can I just read the subtitles? Can I just read the subtitles and get to the next one?
This is so funny.
Boss dog. Boss dog.
I think we've gotten the same song. It's the Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars Die With a Smile. What's the Sean Ryan show?
Lord, just as David called upon you in his time.
We're getting a little Jesus blessing, guys. We're on Jesus
And so it begins.
shorts. Sean Ryan show. Okay. This is another Sean Ryan show clip.
Where's your intersecting sector of fire?
I don't know what that is. I wish I knew who that was.
And we're at a bomb maker's
Wait, I will
I guess
pull
I'll
this
find
out.
out. Well, I did find out.
Oh.
Now, I didn't know it at the time, but after doing a little bit of researching, I discovered some interesting things about the Sean Ryan show.
I like how anyone who's done this rodeo knows that the second that you see it's a podcast, a guy with 2 first names, and in the background of the podcast, it's an American flag, it's fucked. It's fucked. Like, that's the trifecta, and then you know the podcast is right wing.
Sean is a former Navy SEAL who has his own podcast where, quote, you will find war stories, self-help, and funny product reviews. Sounds pretty cool, right? But what he doesn't say in his bio is that just a few weeks ago, he had on Pete Hegseth, Trump's current pick for the Secretary of Defense, who is an alcoholic and allegedly a Christian nationalist, and what else? Oh yeah, and also his own mother called his behavior towards women despicable and abusive. During the podcast episode with Pete, Sean didn't question him on many of these things. Instead, he painted him in a very positive light, and they had a good old time chit-chatting about how sick being in charge of the largest military in all of human history would be. Yeah, sounds badass, dude. Cool. Now I know what you're thinking. That's just one guy on the podcast who happens to lean to the right. And yeah,
That's not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's a right-wing podcast.
you're right. Right. But what I forgot to mention is that just in the past 6 months, he has also had on Tulsi Gabbard, Megyn Kelly, Kash Patel, RFK Jr., Tucker Carlson,
Not the brainworm.
Vivek Ramaswamy, Jordan Peterson,
Dude, when your own mother says you're a piece of shit, dude, fuck.
JD Vance, Donald J. Trump, and for all of my Google debunkers watching this, pseudo-archaeologist Randall Carlson. So yeah, there we go. It took only watching 48 shorts to get to one that was promoting the far right. Maybe not directly, but
Let's say average of 2 minutes. What is that, 100? We'll call it 100 minutes. Like an hour and a half. You just needed to spend an hour and a half on YouTube Shorts. Passively enjoying YouTube Shorts, and it gave you garbage.
one click on the Sean Ryan channel and 2 podcast episodes later, and now I think the pyramids are actually ancient power plants and that undocumented migrants have caused the housing shortage.
Oh yeah, and the worst part about the right-wing pipeline on YouTube, the second you like any one of those videos, your feed is it's fucked. And it will never be fixed. On TikTok, it takes 2 seconds. That's weird. My TikTok was just always boring. It was just never, it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It was just boring.
All it takes is just one suggestion from the algorithm. This is why it's called a pipeline, and boy, did that not take very long. No wonder they call them shorts. Now let's take a step back for a moment. Remember, I didn't know any of this about Sean Ryan at the time when I was recording, so I didn't realize what had just happened when I got these shorts recommended. From here, I was unknowingly put on a path that was not only right-leaning, but also, maybe unsurprisingly, very, very, very Christian. So, let's see where it ended up taking me.
My ways higher than your ways. Is there anything that you're worried about?
I love AI Jesus. That's right. Everyone, please bow your heads and join together in prayer because we got AI Jesus.
Is this a Bible verse or is someone just talking about something?
Oh, and plenty more movie edits as well.
I'm so glad the exposure got turned up to 115 on here. It looks a lot better than the original colored rating of the movie.
And seemingly out of the blue, my YouTube algorithm decided to throw a wild card into the mix. I really don't know what led us to getting this short because the only shorts we had been watching all day were mostly Christian cooking and movies. But just like the God that I was introduced to through my Christian shorts, the YouTube algorithm must work in very mysterious ways. Because check out what I got next.
I've been accused of faking the before and after photos of this.
I mean, what's your profit margin?
It's circa 50%.
Mr.
Josh Hawley. Guys, Josh Hawley is a Republican senator who's like super crazy right. I've only been doing this for a day. I've only watched like less than 120 shorts.
Now, if there's one thing I know for sure,
Has he clicked the like button on any of them? He said he wasn't interacting with any of them. He's just watching them in their entirety and then going to the next one. That's nice. That's good. Someone said, but why isn't Google pretty liberal? Well, the problem is that Google wanted to run a profit on YouTube, and they found the most profitable way to run YouTube was to give people divisive content. And the most divisive content is right-wing content because half of it is just conspiracy theories that don't make any sense. Jewish space laser, blue, fucking paint your roof blue to avoid the Jewish space laser, that type of garbage. And then people will dislike, they'll comment, they'll reply. It gets a ton of engagement. So of course they're going to do that.
after doing this experiment twice with both long form and short form, is that the YouTube algorithm loves this young senator.
No, they're not liberal. They're centrist trash at best. I think when what that person is saying, okay, chat, you guys have to remember that when people are talking about left-leaning or right-leaning, they're talking about with regard to the American political climate or landscape. They're not talking about what actually is left-leaning and what actually is right-leaning. Okay, they're talking about what is left-leaning for America. Like, Biden is considered left-leaning. That's liberal, LOL. Yes, but you have to reach people where they're at. Okay? Yeah, you have to, when you hear people say shit like that, when it's someone coming from an uninformed position where they're like, wait, isn't this way? You're only going to further confuse those people by saying, no, it's actually right-wing. So, yeah. Why can I not reach me where I'm at? You sound like my math teacher from fucking 6th grade. You can't just expect people to be propagandized their entire life and then be like, why are they fucking stupid? What the hell? That's not okay. So anyways, remember, normies think liberals are on the left. Yes. What was I saying with all of this? Oh, when they talk about Google being left-leaning, they mean that when you look up like climate change is a hoax, Google just pulls up the Wikipedia page for climate change. Instead of pulling up things that are more accurate to like search engine optimization of like blog articles talking about how climate change is a hoax.
They're from Missouri. If you make a brand new YouTube account right now, you will be introduced to Josh Hawley at some point in your journey.
I'm all for, cracking down on Visa and MasterCard profit margins too. Like this is not something I disagree with, but it is interesting that it's this YouTube channel is showing the section where Josh Hawley is pressing them. It's highlighting Josh Hawley. It's not highlighting.
Aren't normies the liberals? If they aren't liberals, and what are normies? The independents? Oh, no, normies can be like liberals. They can be conservatives. Normies are just like the average American. And like, I don't know if you guys have seen who's in power right now and how many people voted for him, but those people are technically normies too.
Credit card APR in your network hearing. 28. While we weren't on the far right side of YouTube Shorts yet, I knew that this clip could be the catalyst that would take us there. Alt-right pipeline, here we come.
What is this?
Everything that you sow, you will reap eventually.
Yeah, just kidding. We got more Christian shorts.
Get ready for your blessings.
Okay.
God is making.
And I mean, a lot of Christian shorts.
Look at those pecs.
The craziest thing about the Jesus shorts is like, I only watch food content and like furniture content on YouTube ever in my personal time. When it comes to non-educational, non-political content, that's the only two types of content that I watch. And they'll still give me the Jesus shorts, and I skip them every time. I literally scroll past it every single time, and they still do it. They'll serve me like 100 of what I want, and they're like, come on, are you sure you don't want like one Jesus video? No, I don't want a Jesus video. Come on, are you sure? Come on, one Jesus video. How about one? Yeah, this is a good example of like my type of YouTube feed. Can you swim in shade balls? I cooked every bird in the world. Fast fashion is catching on to us. My YouTube shorts are great. And even there, every once in a while, it'll be like, are you sure you don't want one Jesus video? Come on.
That's fine too. We're going to keep going. But then from the Christian shorts, we started to get recommended motivational shorts.
Life isn't a movie. You need to have a plan, have an artist's ambition, but an engineer's mindset.
Which, from my experience, aka being an impressionable 20-year-old online back in 2016, can definitely have a strong connection to some right-leaning internet personalities.
What is that?
I feel like the whole motivational side of shorts, which I just got, could definitely lead into like the Jordan Peterson, like, make sure to make your bed every morning, and then from there you can get stronger.
So I was interested to see if these figures like Jordan Peterson or Joe Rogan would pop up anytime soon.
For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth.
Oh yeah, and then we got more AI Jesus.
I hope this isn't the first thing I see when I die.
But then we got what I believe was the most impactful short out of this entire run so far. This one.
What really killed me was last Christmas, we canceled a song that was written in the 1940s called Baby It's Cold Outside. People were triggered by that song. Radio stations wouldn't play it. They said it had toxic masculinity in it. And they said that the lyrics had suggestions of male sexual aggression, which is fine. If you feel
Are we
like
getting some right-leaning
the number one
comedy?
song in this nation for over 2 months was entitled Wet. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh my God.
I really can't stay, baby, it's cold outside. I gotta go away, baby, it's cold outside. This evening has been so very nice. With some wet. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet.
This is like the same argument that Ben Shapiro had about this song, reading the lyrics, talking about how offensive it is.
Now, I apologize for not letting you watch the entire joke. I know it's really f***ing hilarious, but...
Yes, because what matters is that you do your obscene crimes, but in a civil way. This has always been something that has pissed me off to no end about conservatives. Well, they'll show up to like abortion clinics and they'll like protest and be like, you are killing these children. You're murdering babies. But God forbid you use the word fuck in front of them and they like have a heart attack and they're like, don't use that language here. And then like within 30 minutes, they're calling people the F slur. It's like, what?
we have more important things to get to, because my theory of this joke being related to Ben Shapiro was right on the money, because this is what we got only 2 shorts later.
You book your next stay on MendonStays.com. 3 years ago, a lot of...
You will get your chance to reply. Let me finish.
Hold on. I listened to your whole bullshit history for like 5 minutes here, so at least let me respond to it. Your entire claim is that the Arabs did not reject peace, and then in your own disquisition...
I got Ben Shapiro, day 2. I'm like 140 shorts in.
You don't understand, Denims. God wanted them to use that slur. Oh, you're right. Yeah. I mean... Oh, wait. I want to see the conclusion.
So out of the 500 shorts that I watched, 21 of them were political or political adjacent. If you're really good at quick math, you'll know that that makes up only 4% of the total amount of shorts that I watched. So one thing we've learned from this experiment so far is that if you're a new user on YouTube Shorts and you watch every single short all the way through, politics will get recommended, but it won't be a major part of your shorts journey. And remember, this is only the case if you watch every single short in its entirety. Obviously, if you engage with certain shorts more than others, you'll get recommended more of the ones that are similar to the shorts that you found engaging. Well, to the algorithm, I found all of them engaging. However, out of those 21 political shorts, 2 of them lean to the left and 19 of them to the right. It took
That's incredible.
Took watching only 48 shorts for the algorithm to recommend a far-right figure, and 109 shorts to get recommended something directly political, and that short just happened to be right-leaning. Shout out to Senator Josh Hawley. Now, this is all great and whatever, but here's the part of the video where I tell you that I've been lying to you this entire time. Sorry, because I've been hiding something from you. Something that just so happens to be a very important variable that I have been manipulating this entire time. A variable that I am hypothesizing plays a huge role in influencing the political leaning of the YouTube Shorts algorithm. So what if I told you that through the VPN, I selected a specific region of the United States for my IP address to appear in? I essentially picked up my computer and placed it somewhere else in the country to see if there are any regional algorithmic biases. Regional algorithmic biases. So this whole time, we've actually only been in one geographic region, and that region is Atlanta, Georgia. Despite the fact that Georgia flipped blue back in 2020, this area is fairly right-leaning. Atlanta might not be, but the surrounding counties are.
Wait, I'm curious, what were the other regions and the numbers for those regions?
Oh my God. In Atlanta. It's
Dude,
a very,
the YouTube video is YouTubing. I want to keep watching to know.
City, but if you drive like 45 minutes outside the metro in any direction, things change very fast. So doing this experiment only once and in only one region of the country just doesn't give us the full picture. And it definitely doesn't answer the question of if the YouTube Shorts algorithm has a political bias. And because I'm a real journalist, oh wait, hold up. And because I'm a real journalist and not just some random guy
when he calls himself an engineer
who decided to make a YouTube video, I'm going to be running this whole thing back again. And I'll be picking a new region of this big, beautiful, fucked up country 4 more times by blindfolding myself and then throwing a dart at a map and then seeing exactly how many shorts it takes to get to the right. Think of this as the first YouTube short alt-right regional speedrun. Who knows, we might wind up in a city near you. So let's find out if the algorithm changes to fit the majority of a political view of a certain region, or maybe it's just the same across the entire country. Spoiler alert, it's not. I hope you brought some snacks and some good tunes because
come on,
we're about to go on a
tell me the numbers.
Okay.
Do you think we can just like...
All right, what's the closest city to that? Either we're going...
I'll be doing in each run at what region of the country led us to the far right the quickest, algorithmically speaking. All right, let's go. So Houston mainly consisted of 3 different things. The military.
C-130 pilots are the coolest dudes on the planet, all right?
Military.
Dude, I bet the right-wing pipeline in Texas is like 7 videos and you're getting fucking congressmen talking about how they're going to destroy the wokies.
Getting into the military shorts.
C-130 never get a Purple Heart.
Animals.
I just took a DNA test and I'm 100% stinky.
And specifically, parrots/birds.
Officer Gibby, are you the police?
I don't know if Houston has a big military base right next to an aviary or something, but according to shorts, that's all you guys like. Oh, and I almost forgot, more AI Jesus.
I've already
no more AI Jesus, no.
You are not forsaken, even in your darkest moments.
Well, after watching exactly 87 shorts of parakeets, prayers, and paratroopers, the algorithm blessed me with this.
This is why Donald Trump is gangster.
We boarded Air Force One. in complete and total darkness, in the pitch black of night.
Hashtag Joe Rogan, hashtag Joe Rogan experience, hashtag Iraq, hashtag Trump 2024, hashtag Trump rally, hashtag war.
Houston, we have a problem. Because it took you 88 shorts to give me something on the right. That was 21 shorts faster than Atlanta. We're off to a hot start. Houston, you are in first place. Or last, depending on how you interpret this whole thing.
All right, here we go.
Come on.
Illinois. I think the closest city is Chicago.
No shade at Chicago at all, but while I was visiting, the algorithm trapped me on the absolute worst side of YouTube shorts.
What the hell? I just thought Officer Spicy could be my new mom.
Huh?
I could definitely get down with this Ohio life.
Gen Alpha shorts. This was quite literally all that I got.
Ooh, like and subscribe if I should give Daniel this miracle potion.
You don't have Robux? Then click the link in my bio.
I guess everyone in Chicago was born after 2010 because all I saw were kids shorts, Gen Alpha memes, and pets, cats and dogs. Now, I had been here before. Last time I did this with the other video.
Fishy, fishy, fishy here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
So I knew that I was probably going to be trapped here for all of eternity.
Okay, Chicago, you're right.
And was never going to be recommended anything remotely political. Gen Alpha can't even vote yet. Why would they be getting shorts that were left or right-leaning?
Did you vote for Camellia in the elections? If you did, you lose 10,000 Riz. But if you voted for Trump, you get plus 1 million Riz. He has so much aura. Comment who you voted to for a bonus 700 Riz.
God.
If you don't comment, sorry, but you lose all your Riz points.
Oh. Well, never mind.
Groove shamed us for voting for Kamala. Here I thought that we were just gonna be stuck on the kids' shorts and never actually get to anything political. And here we are, with Gru telling us how to vote, or how we should have voted. Donald Trump is just to have more Riz points. Donald Trump is the Rizzler and the Riz God. This is crazy.
Guys, AI text-to-speech was a mistake.
Donald Trump has good Riz and Giga Chad jawline. Trump 2024.
Well, Chicago, all thanks to Gru and his Riz quiz, you lasted 98 shorts. Slightly longer than Houston, but not by much.
I want this new iPhone so I can subscribe to VuxBucks for free Bobucks.
I am genuinely terrified for this next generation. Okay, that sucked. All right, let's see where we go next.
Okay, here we go.
I am kind of curious what it's like in a blue city. Come on, aim for California.
San Francisco.
Perfect.
Let's go. Well, according to Republican lore, San Francisco was the birthplace of the first gay, and it's pretty much seen as
This is true.
the ground zero
There
for
were
the
no gay people before San
modern
Francisco.
liberal. But hey, I'm sure there's some conservative holdouts in the Bay Area, so we could end up getting some right-leaning content, but San Francisco consisted of comedy sketches.
I just made the rabbit disappear. Whoa.
I found it.
What the hell?
Animals, of course, and a lot of science shorts.
Nice.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. So far, this was the least offensive and most wholesome YouTube Shorts algorithm I had seen so far.
Feel
Things were
strong,
very
man.
family friendly.
It's like the most non-offensive algorithm we've had yet. Unless science pisses you off, which I know it does for some people.
But don't worry, I still got some. Say it with me. AI Jesus.
No!
Yeah, you know what they say. In this world, nothing can be said to be certain, except death, taxes, and AI Jesus.
Of your powerful presence in everything I do, wherever I go.
Well, after scrolling for 7 straight hours, I had watched, again, in their entirety, over 250 shorts, and I had not gotten one thing that was even remotely political. I could have kept going, but I was sure that my feed was not leaning into politics and would probably never get there.
I'm never gonna get anything political.
So good job, San Francisco. Not only do you guys not get far-right shorts, but you also just don't get any political shorts at all. Honestly,
whoa,
sounds kind of nice. Okay, where is our last spot to finish this whole thing off going to be?
All right, last one. Here we go.
It's gonna be Florida.
Oh God. Okay.
Call it, chat. Call it. Damn it, New York.
New York. We're going to New York City, Big Apple, home of the ground zero.
Now, I didn't really know what to expect with this one. Like Atlanta, I also used to live in New York City for a bit, and this is just from my own personal experience, but Atlanta felt more progressive to me than NYC did. Like, there might be a lot of Democrats in New York, but I wouldn't say there's a ton of progressives. I think I actually met more Trump supporters in New York City than I did in ATL. But again, your experience may vary. So anyway, I felt...
Also, the thing is, there's a lot of business people, aka soulless dudes in suits, and they don't actually hold progressive values. They just think that, like, we should keep Black people and trans people in the workforce so that they can be exploited. right? They're like, wait, why do you guys want to get rid of these people's votes? And what? No. What the fuck are you? No, I need to exploit these people. If you make it impossible for them to live in this country, how am I going to exploit them? So just give the trans people the fucking gender that they want. Just let them spin the wheel or whatever happens. I don't know. I don't care. I just want money. I just want to exploit them, put them in the working machine so I can make money off of them. That's all I care. Whatever they want, just give it to them. Give me the money that I want. And that's, yeah.
I feel like this one could go either way. And wow, what the hell? This run ended up being probably the most unpredictable thing that I could have predicted. Well, that sounded stupid. All right, so breaking down New York. We had a lot of animals.
Yeah, I love you.
A lot of Jesus.
Show your faith by typing amen in the comments.
Actually, the most Jesus we've had so far.
If you love me, stay for 20 seconds. If you believe in the transforming power of Jesus Christ, Christ's transforming
Is he talking to me?
And over and over and over again, we heard a song. The same song that we heard all the way back on the 5th short we watched in Atlanta, Die With a Smile, by Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga.
I feel like I've seen this movie at least 70 times. This freaking dog, guys.
Now, nothing was looking too political yet, but then I got recommended a short with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
How many people know this? Often it's mind-blowing when you learn
Joe
that
Rogan
some
experience, excellent.
infinities are bigger than others.
But yeah, you might recognize those famous red curtains behind him.
Joe Rogan
Oh my
just leaning
God,
2
it's
feet
Joe
away from
Rogan.
the microphone.
So again, nothing political yet, but I knew from past experience that Joe Rogan shorts can inadvertently, or maybe advertently, put you into right-leaning content. And I was right, because a few shorts later, we got Jordan Peterson.
In disguise. And the guy left.
No way.
Went home and, he helped my mom do the dishes. And then Dad came home from work. And rather than
Interesting.
Said, hey, Dad, how was work?
But again, he wasn't talking about anything political, so I'm still not going to count this yet. Again and again, we kept getting political adjacent shorts, but nothing direct yet.
Hey, Andrew
What am I
Huberman.
going to do? Find something that's generative that you're passionate about.
Like AI.
Maybe I was just looking too hard for something that New York never had to offer. But then, in a moment of divine intervention, I got a short that reminded me what I must do.
Do you have 1 second for God?
No.
Nice. Heavenly Father, I pray you give this person peace and joy that nobody can ever take away from them. Help them realize that they're stressed because they're trying to do it all on their own, but they can have peace if they leave it all in your hands. Take their burdens and worries and help them realize that everything that's out of their control is in your control, and you're working all—
Why is there so much of this content? Who is watching so much of this content? Why does this have 60,000 likes? Who the fuck is
things together for their good.
I needed to relinquish control and just let Jesus take over from here. AI Jesus, take the mouse wheel and take me where I need to go.
I want to make abortion illegal because it is the only—
Oh my God.
It is the only applicable extension of laws we already and standards we already have in the West, correct?
Oh God, Jesus, no, I'm not Charlie Kirk. Yeah, after 243 New York shorts, we got the founder of Turning Point USA.
I should have known the religion shorts were going to bring us to something like this eventually. I just, yeah, this is it. Well, we got there.
If you aren't familiar, Turning Point USA is a nonprofit organization, and they—
Yep. All right. Unsurprisingly, the more liberal the city, a lot of depressed men are online. Jesus is a good outlet. I don't even know if that's true. I think it's just like old people watching those shorts. And they're just happy about that. Oh, okay. All right. Anywho, that's a really good video. You guys should go like, subscribe. Great video. Been a minute. Excuse me. Moving on. Thank you for going on that adventure with me, chat. TLDR, why I'm mentioning all of this. The reason why every single one of these fucking Slop Tube channels, the reason why Willie Slop Mac, and the reason why, I don't know, all the rest, I don't know all of the Slop channels by name. The reason why they perform well in the algorithm is because the algorithm promotes the fuck out of right-wing content. If you make left-wing content of the same quality, it does not get promoted nearly as much. Even though there is close to an equal amount of right-wing and left-wing content, like high-quality left-wing and right-wing content. You subscribe. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Right-wing grifters have it easy. Yeah, and I mean, that's the same reason why, like, high-quality right-wing content. Sorry, when I say high quality, I mean, like, audio is good, pacing is good, you know, subject material is moderately interesting. That's what I mean. Because everybody's been in, like, the trenches of YouTube of, like, the 5 viewers. Like, the YouTube videos that have under 100 views and you watch it and, like, the audio is so crunchy and you don't know what the fuck is happening. That's all I'm talking about. Oh my God. Plus, it's easier when you can just make everything up you say. Well, yeah, because when you do right-wing content, you don't even have to make stuff up. You can just be like, well, obviously. Well, obviously. This is just common sense. And then not say anything else. Also, funding from strange sources. Well, not strange sources. It's just like the right-wing media outlets promote the fuck out of their shit on YouTube, on Twitter, on everywhere else, right? Like, I'm sorry. In terms of quality or in terms of, like, production value, Hassan's stream is pretty close to Asmongold's stream. They both sit in front of their camera. They both talk about things. The audio is good on both. The quality in terms of, like, all matters superficial is equivalent, right? But when you watch an Asmongold video, there's nothing that he's saying that's valuable. It's just, yup, based, there it is. This is common sense. And that's it. That's it. You can make a mold man soundboard? Yes, correct. Correct. The difference between technically good and materially good? But it's also like, it's content that's accessible. So you can't make content that's very niche, and content that's not accessible for people is going to get less traction and less views and less clicks, right? So the more technical that a video gets, or the more technical content gets, the less people can interact with it, right? I'm trying to think of, like, a really good example, but nothing is coming exactly to mind. Sort of like watching Richard Wolff's videos. If you don't know anything about politics and you try to watch Richard Wolff, you are going to get bored out of your mind and then leave. Whereas Asmongold's content is so accessible because you can know nothing since the guy who's talking knows nothing. You don't have to know anything to engage with it, right? And so accessibility matters a lot. I think Hassan's content is relatively accessible. Even if you don't know anything about politics, I think if you watch his videos, they're pretty accessible. You can know nothing and leave knowing less. Oh, man. I wonder if I can trick the algorithm into thinking that my content is right-wing. Wonder if I can make content on YouTube that tricks the algorithm into thinking that. Like, I dress up like a conservative and act like a conservative, but then my positions are left-wing. Not white enough, sorry. Fuck, shit. Do the Republican makeup. What if I just do Republican makeup and then become blonde? Do you think that's enough? I think that'll be enough. I was wondering if there's a way to present stuff in a way that makes it sound like you're right-wing and then you kind of ease people to the left. Yeah. Because, like, one person who was able to, like, trick the algo really well, I think, was Bo the Fifth Column was able to do it really well, where I think a lot of people clicked on those videos expecting one thing, and then it ended up not being that at all. So I am curious. I'm curious if it's possible. If it's possible or if it's plausible. Hmm. Hmm. Chatter said my brother used to watch Asmon, but he stopped and then told me that even Asmon's dad was calling him out for going off the deep end. Damn. Bill Burr's been pretty good at it. That's true. The meta, though, right now is looking like an SJW, but then being a conservative. Not sure if the opposite would work. Hmm. Wear a cross with an AI-generated Jesus t-shirt. Okay, wait, you're cooking? Wait. Hmm. Hmm. What if VTube model, progressive mind, and MAGA body? Hmm. Hmm. Things to think about, chat. Things to think about. Moving on. Moving on. Enough of that. Enough yapping. All right. Enough yapping about all those things. Dude, new More Perfect Union video. Pausers. Pausers champion. Because I'm sorry, just so we can be real for 2 seconds, right? You guys have to agree. The only reason that, for example, the only reason that Mutahar gets views on his videos, even though he's like, nothing of value is provided in these videos, and also he's he got asked as not being an actual engineer, and also he like has no principled positions. Like he went in so hard on like, do not buy the Switch 2. I will not buy the Switch 2. We are boycotting the Switch 2. And then he bought the Switch 2. It's like, who the fuck wants to watch that? And the only reason these videos even get any views anyways is because the algo has counted this stuff as right-wing slop, so it keeps recommending it to people. Whereas again, when you make left-wing content, your content just doesn't get recommended. The correct term is pretengineers. Oh.